Welcome, one and all, to the green room. It is, it's Wednesday. What's up, Matt, Kayla, Ryan, Tony, everybody? Welcome. Glad to have you here. Pardon me, we got a brand new deck of questions so the games can keep on rolling. I still got Ryan Maxwell's name up in lights there. Spoiler alert, but we'll talk about that once we're out of this, which is, again, the green room. Not to say that I told you so, because I didn't. I don't want to, I don't talk bad about people I used to work with, but, I knew some shit was going to come after Tammy because, you can't live a life like that and not pay some sort of consequence. So I'm not, happy to hear that because I don't like anybody's downfall, but still, fuck her, right? Listen, I'm willing to buy the parole officer excuse, once a month, right? How often are they supposed to check in? I think it's 90 days. So don't come to me with this every week and be like, my parole officer, my parole officer. You're lucky to work at Subderv, and there you are being like, oh, I got my parole officer yet again. I need a note, handwritten. Come on. Ryan Maxwell, yes. The Butt Chuggington caricature does look a little bit like BTK. He's also a little bit like Green River, a little Gary Ridgway, you know what I mean? Those glasses. I think they both wore glasses. Maybe it was the mustache. I don't know what made it for me. But that was in the earlier days of AI-generated art when I was doing that, really heavy, and it was, terrible. And it's not great still, as you can see, but it's leaps and bounds. It's not as bad as it once was, which means it's worse than it once was, because I liked it when it was jankier. I liked it when it was really super obvious, and now I feel like everybody on Facebook or Instagram or whatever, if you have a fandom and you follow it, it's going to creep into whatever feed you have, and it's all just AI trash. And then sometimes I get curious and I sneak into the comments to be like, how many people are buying this? And it's the majority. What the... and it's one of those things too where it's still having trouble with hands. There are still some dead giveaways, and everybody always looked past them. 3.5-inch floppy disk. Yeah, isn't that crazy? And he's like, hey, if I send you something from my computer, can you figure out who I am because of it, basically? And they're like, no. And he's like, all right, well, you're the police and you can't lie. Stupid. Anywho, let's get this show on the road.
This episode of FFOP Radio is brought to you by the Bathroom Cougar. Does this happen to you?
Someone's in here. Someone's in here.
With the Bathroom Cougar, scare off any would-be embarrassment before it has a chance to happen.
Oh, shit. I gotta get out of here.
The Bathroom Cougar. Available at Best Buy and all fine retailers.
You're listening to FFOP Radio.
Reach the
Hey, everybody, welcome to the show. My name is Dave, and this is FFOP Radio. So, it's Wednesday. It's game show night. Time to duke it out. Let me introduce you, as usual, to my co-host, producer, and etc., Krista.
Hi.
Welcome, everybody. It is movie themed. I hope everybody knows movies, because I've got a lot of questions here, and I'm not good at pop culture, so I'm a bad barometer, but these seem decent, right? So, also special thanks go out to moderator Kayla, who supplied us with the game show questions. Not necessarily nepotism, but I can't guarantee that all of these weren't memorized by her, but it is a lot. But as you can see, Ryan Maxwell's name up there in lights. That's what you're fighting for here, people.
Fight for that grill cover.
Get on that grill.
thing.
I've got plenty of stickers. Somebody needs this Black Belt Jones one, that's for sure.
That's a cool one.
Black Belt Jones, one of my favorite, overlooked 70s grindhouse, maybe not grindhouse, but blaxploitation kung fu characters. Hilarious.
Didn't we
Anywho.
watched one.
We watched
and it was
Black
there were
Belt
like
Jones.
suds, like laundry suds.
Oh, well, at the end, the final fight takes place in a car wash.
Oh yeah, okay, there were suds. Yes. Yep.
Hard target trivia. Oh, man. Did I tell
Doesn't
you-
star Steven Seagal.
Yeah. I told you guys about that hard target cider, and it still breaks my heart to this day. I can't go over it. Thanks for bringing it up, Jameson. Anyway, so here's what's gonna happen, guys. I've got it on the lowest latency possible. Get your chat on live if you are gonna play, because here we go. We're gonna do this in again, we're gonna try for 10 questions around, and we'll double them because I've got plenty of cards and we can go on for infinitum,
Okay.
essentially. But I don't want to plus tomorrow's Thanksgiving. People should be
Yeah,
relaxing.
4-day weekend, if
4-day
you-
weekend,
hopefully-
hypothetically and hopefully.
If not,
We
sorry.
need shoe trivia.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I want to, and this would be something that everybody would hate, but something that trivia that revolves around this studio, or just me, how many flamingos I have in my house, or how many monster trucks I own, or whatever. And nobody would know, so nobody can Google it. It'll just be blind guessing.
I mean, I could probably put together some trivia for that.
But no one wants to do that. I'm a nobody.
Stephanie Germanata.
Stephanie Germanata is always the wrong answer. Stephanie Germanata is the opposite of the Elephant Man. And what I mean by that is, doing something like this since 2009, I've had characters run through the show. It's Macho Man Randy Savage 1 minute, or this and that and the other. For a long ass time, it was John/Joseph Merrick. The Elephant Man was always coming up in conversation. And now Stephanie Germanata is the anti that, because I loved it when the Elephant Man came up. Not a fan of Lady Gaga.
And Ryan, I've been trying to find a shoe ornament for the Christmas tree. I was hoping Target would have them because they have so many different. They've got a freaking a stick of butter.
Yeah, they have all kinds of stuff. No flamingos and no shoes.
But they have ballet slippers.
But we always got that Wolin candle back there, and I'll light it if you guys ever stop gaslighting me.
If Stephanie Germanata is the wrong answer and the opposite of the Elephant Man, then every answer I would give will be the Elephant Man.
Right? If you want the bullshit bonus points that appeal expressly to my ego, that's how you do it, people. The Elephant Man's a shoe-in. Lovecraft, is another one.
Don't bother, it'll just fall off. Oh my god. It probably will. Just like Wolin's.
You people, oh my, this is being watching OJ speed away in the Bronco, and you guys are those people who are oh yeah, OJ's completely innocent. I know it, whatever, in a court of law or whatever, and allegedly or whatever, don't get sued, but come on, man. Come on. Or I always confuse these two. I think it was Jodi Arias who did away with her kid and then basically got away with it, lying the whole way. We don't need to get into
Was that Jodi Arias or was that the other one?
I want to say maybe it was I was confused Jodi Arias and
Casey Anthony. I want to say did the kid thing.
Yeah, Jodi Arias killed her boyfriend and took pictures. And Casey Anthony. She's the one who took pictures and does a handstand during your interrogation. The amount of times I've heard people sing Amazing Grace in interrogation rooms is fucking crazy. Yeah. And when the detective shows Jodi her own naked pictures, he's like, what do you think about this? She's like, what the fuck?
Hey, that's me.
Anyway, we're here for a game show, guys. It's movie night, movie trivia night. So buckle up. Here is your first question. I picked it because it was an easy one. And if they get harder later, TS, it's a family show. Here's the question. In the Disney hit, The Lion King, what is the name of Simba's father? It's basically just a typing test, right? Who can type it fast enough? What Simba's father? Who is that, right? Mufasa. Tony gets it. 1 point. Tony. Nice. So obviously, they're not always going to be that easy.
Man.
What?
The Elephant Man.
Oh, yeah, the Elephant Man. Close. Too bad somebody said Mufasa already. So I'm just going to read it, whatever. Here we go. Eric Stoltz.
We can end the game now. Thanks, Tony. Well, see you later.
Good night, everybody. Just kidding. Okay. Come on. Bits like that always stall because I always think I can pull them off without a hit. Yeah, Matt, it was The Mask. Eric Stoltz. That's true story. I'm giving it to you. The Mask. That's a point. Picked up on it. It's like name that tune. If you can answer before I ask the question, I'll give you 2 points for that. Rocky Dennis was not the answer. It was not Pulp Fiction either.
Just name random movies. Maybe you'll get it.
This is a film. Okay, so I've got four categories here: mega hits, balcony seats, film critic, and classic films. None of these seem to have any rhyme or reason. So I'm going to read the ones that I think you'll know or that are funny. False, says Jameson, and then
False.
true. Check it out. Hands on your buzzers. In what Star Wars picture does Luke Skywalker discover that Darth Vader is his father? Osselgan. And see, here's the thing. I'm not a Star Wars person. I did not know this. In what Star Wars picture does Luke Skywalker discover that Darth Vader is his father? I'm going to take Empire. It's not Episode 5. I shouldn't even take Empire because it's The Empire Strikes Back is what's on the card, and I'm a stickler because, Johnny Gilbert will have my ass. But we'll give one to Jameson for Empire because that's what it was. All right, I don't know about... no. Moving on. Nice one. Good one for Jameson. All right. Who plays the first black character in the Star Wars trilogy, and in which film does he enter? It's weird to have two Star Wars back to back, but there you go. Who plays the first black character in the Star Wars trilogy, and in which film does he enter? I need both things, people. Both things. Bingo, you got it, Kayla. It was Billy D. Williams as Lando Calrissian in The Empire Strikes Back.
Oh man, everybody thought it was Return of the Jedi.
See, here's the thing. I wouldn't have known. I would have said Jedi 2, but Colt 45 does work every time, Jameson. You know what I'm talking about. He never drank it. He just opened it and looked at the lady who came through the door of the bathroom or the hotel room or whatever. Works every time. O.J. Simpson.
Attack of the Clones.
Okay, everybody knows this, and it's getting close to the holidays, so buckle up. What is the object of Christmas desire for the young boy in A Christmas Story? It's worded oddly, but what is the object of Christmas desire for the young boy in A Christmas Story? Bingo! Ryan Maxwell, a Red Ryder BB gun. Even nailed the whole spelling and everything.
You'll shoot your eye out, kid.
You'll shoot your eye out. And then he tells, the whole story about the icicle, and I go, wouldn't that be worse? Jesus Christ.
Could you imagine getting
a Lady of the Night, says Matt. Hilarious.
That's pretty funny.
The Bumpuses, A Night with the Bumpuses dogs.
Oh, yeah.
Right near the town, really.
Whoa.
I don't watch Christmas-themed adult films. Here's the thing: I don't enjoy Christmas almost anything except for the Garfield special. And don't put it in my adult content either. You know what I mean? I don't want. Come on, that's like whatever. It's like not even chocolate peanut butter. It's like sardines and gefilte fish. All right, here we go, people. What unit of the armed forces does Bill Murray join in Stripes? What unit of the armed forces does Bill Murray join in Stripes? Right, people?
Army!
Bingo! It is the
Ryan.
Army. Ryan Maxwell, all caps.
Screaming it.
Screaming at the top of his lungs. No rubber, he follows. Just kidding. All right, nice. How many questions
Force.
have we done? I've not
6.
been easy. Okay, great. Keep count. Tell me when we get to 10, and I'll.
Thankfully,
stop.
everybody's been getting a point, so it's easy to count.
Thank God, you guys are doing great.
Yeah, y'all
Thanks
are
for
doing good.
keeping up. Johnny Gilbert, he's looking down on you from heaven if he's dead. If he's not, he's probably in bed, so don't bother him.
Probably.
It's late.
Yeah.
Or unless you're watching this later. Let's try this one. What 1985 film was nominated for 11 Academy Awards and yet won none?
Oh, that sucks.
What
He's
what
not dead.
1985 film was nominated for 11 Academy Awards yet won none?
Chaos is Back to the Future.
It is not Back to the Future. I don't think that got nominated for the 11.
All right, Matt gets 1.45 points every time, doesn't he? Is that what?
Whatever the Australian conversion is.
I think it was
I think it was
1.45. Damn it, Matt.
Not the Terminator. Not Return of the Jedi. So, okay, it's a multiple choice question, and I didn't want to give out the multiple choice.
Because is it obvious?
No, but because, like, what if somebody knew it? But yeah, I don't think anybody's going to get
E.T.?
it. These are all, like, that's the thing I'm realizing. Like, 1985 and the 80s in general was, like, a huge bingo, but Ryan Maxwell got it. It was The Color Purple.
Oh, there you go.
But yeah, 85, yeah, Back to the Future, all those things were popping. So this was a crazy hard one. 1,000 points for every point. Not Kiss of the Spider. No, it was The Color Purple. There was another question I was looking at that was Kiss of the Spider. So buckle up. You might be hearing about that later. Hey, good news. I'm looking at this next question. You guys are going to love it. E.T. followed a trail of what type of candy? E.T., the extraterrestrial, the 1985, as we've established, classic, followed the trail of what type of candy? It wasn't Kiss of the Spider. Reese's Poises, says Reese's Poises, says Ryan Maxwell, and I'll take it.
Reese's Pieces.
Reese's Poises for the point. That is correct. And, like, that's the thing. They wanted M&M's, but either M&M's didn't want to be in the movie, or something went and they were like, oh, we don't want Reese's, but whatever. And then, like, Reese's Pieces sales exploded because of E.T. and M&M's is like, shit, right?
M&M's at the studio wasn't too cheap. Yeah.
James Woods.
Sure wasn't James Woods, man. I love Reese's. We have a bag of smashed up Reese's peanut butter cups to put in a mead pretty soon. I'm very excited about that.
Oh, was that it? M&M's if the studio... Oh, maybe because they wanted to pay. But I thought, like, because usually, like, movies get money from product placement. Like, if they went to M&M's and like, hey, can we have some M&M's? They'd be like, no? What? Come on. Was Steven Spielberg known then? Like, was E.T. his breakout? I'm terrible at movies.
Kayla says she thought it was originally Skittles who said no. Taste the rainbow.
Whatever. The lore is the lore, right? But everybody's going to love this one. In the farce Spy Hard, Leslie Nielsen plays what character? Right? This is like when, like, parody was still kind of plausibly deniable. Spy Hard, Leslie Nielsen plays what character? Bingo, right? Jameson, WD-40, not WWD-40, but I'll call it because, like, it's close enough. WD-40. It wasn't the Elephant Man. Yeah, Dick Steele. The intro song done by Weird Al. Like, it's not a bad movie because like Andy Griffith plays the villain. Matlock himself. Like, it's right on the cusp of when like the Zuckers were getting out of Airplane and Naked Gun and all those other ones. And it was like Leslie Nielsen's like, yeah, I'll be in stuff that's sort of totally similar. And I was like, oh, no.
This is our 10th question that you will be asking.
All right, let me pick a good one then. All right. In Big, Josh, a.k.a. Tom Hanks, and the toy company owner play together at a toy store. What giant toy do they use? Softball, right?
I've never seen Big.
Right over the plate, unless you're Krista. I'm going to need a...
I just give it to it. If the answer is a piano, then
It's a foot-controlled piano, so
Oh my
we'll give
God.
it to Kayla, even though, yeah, it's a foot-controlled piano. They dance on it. But I was hoping at least one person would have said trampoline and confused it with the lady who comes over. And do they have intercourse? I don't know. Did she commit a crime? There was magic. You know? So after the end of 10 questions, that's the end of our first round. Krista, what is the score?
we have Ryan Maxwell with 4,
Hot damn.
Kayla with 2, Jameson with 2, Matt with 1.45, and Tony with 1.
Not bad. Not bad, people. Everybody else obviously has 0, so try harder.
True story. Andy Griffith had a show in the 70s where he owned a junkyard and built a spaceship out of a cement mixer and goes to the moon. Not a cartoon, a live show.
Oh, no. That's terrible. Is that why he was so, like, I don't know, man. Matlock, or, you know, whatever, Andy Griffith, he's one of the ones who, like, made it out of his thing and had a career afterwards. Like, he was in movies and Matlock and stuff. It wasn't like Gilligan's Island where you're like Tony Hale or, you know, Bob Denver, and it was just like kind of floundering or living off of that clout or whatever. Whatever.
You're correct, Kayla. Yeah.
Right.
Sometimes David gets a little crazy with his answers. She says, you don't need more. You already said it's giant. Don't BS me after not giving me the point for spelling out Empire Strikes Back.
I mean, listen, I got to adhere to the cards. And if I, you know, I also have prerogative. Listen, I'm going to put a sign up here that says no shirt, no shoes. I don't give a fuck what you're going to say. I want to bitch about stuff.
That's a long sign.
Yeah. It's going to cost me a lot because Etsy, like, I know everybody's like commercials like around this time of year, like shopping. I'm seeing a shit ton of Etsy commercials. Be like, what do I get everybody? When it's handmade, it's expensive as hell.
Yeah.
So here's what's going to happen now. For the next 10 questions in round 2, maybe I'll ask some ones that are stupid hard because the points are going to double. And in Matt's case, it's going to be insane, the math. But don't worry about that. Krista's got that handled.
Do I?
All right, here we go. Into round
Need a
2.
calculator.
Buckle up, people. What film is based on the Chester Gould comic strip classic and stars Warren Beatty? What film is based on the Chester Gould comic strip classic and stars Warren Beatty? In the wake, bingo, Ryan Maxwell got it. In the wake of Batman, the 89 Tim Burton classic, Dick Tracy came along and everybody was like, oh, do we like comic book movies? Was it just Dick Steele coming back? Yeah, Dick Tracy. I was so into Batman and the Ninja Turtles, and when Dick Tracy came out, I was like, what is this? This looks like crap. It felt like it didn't appeal to me. I was a kid, and it was a nothing burger. But, man, here's something you may know, because this has been rebooted several times. What were the main characters' names of The Odd Couple? What were the main characters' names for The Odd Couple? Good day for the Australian
Crikey.
version. Felix and Oscar is correct. Oscar Felix. Tango Foxtrot. So Ryan, that's who I saw get it first. Nice. You got a double pointer there. Double header. And you had to give 2 answers too. So do you feel ripped off? Point apiece? Not much I can do about it. Moving on. Here's your question, people. What current television... Whoa, current? Yeah.
But current for the time that this came out.
Yeah. What contemporary television star played the father in Poltergeist? What contemporary television star played the father in Poltergeist? Right? I watched this show. I had no reason to, but I watched it. Starring bingo, Craig T. Nelson. Like Michael J. Nelson. Bill Paxton, close. He's still on Young Sheldon? Hot damn. Don't get me wrong, I enjoyed Coach with Dauber and everybody. Like, I just, something about 80s sitcoms appealed to me because, like, or only when I was a kid. Like, now it's like pulling teeth. But when I was too immature to know, like, what adult humor was, like, it worked. James Varney Esquire. Oh, man. You guys see that picture of Jim Varney's DeLorean? And it says his license plate. Oh my God, I miss Jim Varney. I'm so sad he was pigeonholed as Ernest, but he's got his classic DeLorean, and the Back to the Future one says "Back in Time" on the license plate. It says "Back in Vern." Fuck, guys. All right. What actor provides the voice for the rambunctious bulldog in Homeward Bound: The Incredible Journey? I don't think this is the one where the dog, Milo and Otis, I think, is the one where, like, they sacrifice dozens of puppies and kitties.
Ugh.
Homeward Bound, though, The Incredible Journey, that was a Disney film, if I remember correctly. Who? Yada, yada, yada. You know what I'm saying? Boom, Michael J. Fox. Got it. Jameson.
Nice.
That was something that totally missed me. There were kids out there who liked, whatever, Call the Wild or... anything where animals talk or are the focus.
All dogs go to heaven.
All dogs go to heaven. I was like, I don't give a shit, right? Like,
I liked Homeward Bound, like the original one. I never saw anything aside from that. And I used to like Wishbone. I thought Wishbone was a fun show.
They were hit or miss, but like you had to be very, like, a Wishbone was lightning in a bottle. You had to be very, Milo and Otis is the crazy one, but you had to be very charismatic for me to be on my radar as an animal thing. Like, I'd rather even watch, like, the Brave Little Toaster. Anywho, here we go. What film produced the 1987 award-winning song "I've Had the Time of My Life"? And P.S. sung by the two most hideous-looking people, in my opinion. Ugh, ever. But, like,
seriously?
Yeah, I think they both look awful.
I don't think she...
He looks like a monster, and she looks like the person that... Yeah. Jameson, you got it. It is Dirty Dancing.
No,
Ryan...
Kayla got it first.
No, sorry, yeah, my bad. Caleb, got it. Dirty Dancing.
I love that movie, and I love Patrick Swayze. How dare you?
I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the singers of that song.
Oh. I was thinking of this
I'm
movie.
not talking about Patrick Swayze or what's-her-face. The two people who sing that song, It's like, watch that music video, and it almost feels like it's ripped out of, like, the Monster Squad. If you get that reference. But yeah, like, they both are radio voices, you know what I mean? Radio faces, rather. Jennifer Grey was the lady from the movie.
She's the lady from the movie, yeah.
Chris Hansen should have been in Dirty Dancing. All right, people, this is a good one because I loved this movie as a kid. I probably would find it lukewarm today. Name one of the two crocodiles in The Rescuers. If you name them both, I'll give you double the points you would have got anyway. Name one of the two crocodiles in The Rescuers.
Wolfman's got nards.
Wolfman does got nards, guys. They put dynamite in his pants. His nards get blown up. Not ig and ook. That is incorrect. Hunter and Dundee. No, you must be thinking of the goannas from The Rescuers Down Under.
Oh, yeah. That's the one that I'm thinking of.
Bingo. Ryan Maxwell got it. It is Brutus and Nero.
Okay, so he gets 4 points.
Yeah, what a great one, too. She's back when you could still horrify kids, great villain, super scary, like, alligators, and, like, they're trained within an inch of their life. Like, I'm not necessarily sure I would trust that lizard that the guy from The Rescuers Down Under has. Like, holy crap, but, whatever. Whatever. All right, here we go. In what film does Tom Hanks star opposite a dog? Right? Let's do it again? I don't know. In what film does Tom Hanks star opposite a dog? This also happened a lot. I think Jim Belushi did it too.
Really?
Schwarzenegger probably did it.
Turner and Hooch.
Turner and Hooch, it is. This was also the same time as like, maybe it's not, but I feel like it is. Like the same gimmicks as like Look Who's Talking, Look Who's Talking Now. Like everybody got a dog, or everybody was like had a talking baby, or was dealing with like Cop and a Half was kind of this sort of thing.
Belushi was in K9.
Yeah, there you go, K9. Still, same sort of crap. Like the 80s were weird, people. That's why I like the 90s better.
They rebooted Turner and Hooch as a series on Disney Plus.
Did they really? Okay, here's a super easy one. It's a classic films question. If you get this, consider yourself an aficionado. What state is Dorothy from in The Wizard of Oz? I'm not kidding. So who can type it fastest?
Right. Yeah.
Kansas, Ryan Maxwell. You nailed it. You nailed it. I can't believe that's on here. But I had to ask it because why wouldn't I? State of disbelief. Just so. Okay. Who stars as the psycho cop in Unlawful Entry? Who stars as the psycho cop in Unlawful Entry? This guy totally missed me too. Just a blind spot. Even when I see him and stuff, I go, brr. Thought it was
a trick question.
Not Steven Seagal. I totally get him. Bingo. Jameson got it. It's Leota.
Leota.
I imagine that's what you tried to say with
Lutz.
Lutz.
Autocorrect is a bitch sometimes.
And he was also in like one of those U-Bowl films opposite Jonathan Rhys Davies. Oh God, what was that? Dungeon Siege Tale or something, like Ray Liotta and Jonathan Rhys Davies, Sala himself, like mind fight with swords in a cartoon dungeon.
Hey, that was the 10th question of the
20th.
That was yes, the 10th question of the second round.
Hot damn, we are blowing through these guys. So let's take a stock of the score.
We've got Ryan Maxwell with 6. Kayla and Jameson both have 6 points. Matt with 1.45 and Tony with 1.
I don't know. You guys are doing better than I thought you would. So we're going to double it again.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Or should we make it just like 5 points apiece? Make it easy. Will that make it easy? You're doing the math.
Sure.
5 points apiece, people. And we'll give you 30 seconds in our market during the sweep.
Now remember, anything's available during the sweep, except for all the produce that nobody ever touches, and the soda, and all
PS,
the cookies.
Like, who's like making that secret shopping list? It's like, Uncle Otis's Kipper eyeballs, and you're like, what the it's never like Pepsi or like Pop Secret. It's like some obscure shoe polish, and I'm like, who's paying you guys?
Jameson says, I'm glad someone's keeping score. I'm drunk.
Jeez, I'm getting there. It's practically
like
a Friday.
4 sips.
I know. That's why I said I'm getting there. I'm not there yet. I've got plenty of road left ahead.
My birthday's in 2 days, everybody. Not that it has to do with getting drunk, but
it's like whatever. Thanksgiving's tomorrow. We're about to go off the deep end for a few days, so buckle up. Here goes. Who plays the title role in Crocodile Dundee? One of my favorite actors. Kind of a, whatever. If you look into him as a real person, you're kind of like, not great dude, maybe not, but he's like super rich. Bingo, Paul Hogan, Ryan Maxwell.
thanks, Kayla. I was gonna say, it's 11 a.m. tomorrow for Matt.
Whoa, what's the future like?
Is it crazy?
What is my stocks doing?
We're doing 5 points, right? Just make sure. Okay.
Correct, Colin Quinn. That would be a hilarious Crocodile Dundee.
Hello, Allison.
What's up, Allison? Buckle up, people. Here's the next question. The Coen brothers present a quirky film about kidnapping and murder in the North Dakota, Minnesota area. What? The Coen brothers present a quirky film. I mean, hello. But kidnapping and murder, Fargo, yes, is correct. Not Raising Arizona. Because they were, again, it was Dakota slash the Minnesota area.
Oh, boy, George.
Raising Arizona. Close. Check out the very excellent Mr. Dundee.
Wait, what's the question? Yeah, I missed the question also.
I've
never seen Fargo.
I did. Well, now we're talking about Crocodile Dundee again, because like, here's the thing. I saw the one where he comes to L.A., right? Because in the second one he comes to New York, and in the third or the fourth one, like he tried to do the reboot in the early 2000s, late 90s. So he goes to L.A., and I enjoyed that. I saw it in the theater, the Dollar Theater, mind you, and it wasn't great. It wasn't like a good Crocodile Dundee movie for something 20 years after the franchise had gone. It wasn't bad because they were still able to pull all those stupid jokes. Like my favorite is like they're pulling through a drive-thru at Wendy's and ordering food through the drive-thru, and they're so like unfamiliar with how drive-thrus work. They have to keep making up people who show up to order more food rather than just order 400 cheeseburgers themselves. It's one of the funniest things I've ever seen in a Dollar Theater. Anywho, where are we? Get out of here. Was The Odd Couple 2?
It was no Odd Couple 2.
Oh, it was no Odd Couple 2. It was The Odd Couple 2 because he brings an Australian friend with him who's like dumber than him in the ways of America. And so like Paul Hogan gets to sort of play the verse tour guide, but at some point, and maybe I'm confusing things, but I could swear to God, he pulls out a giant knife and stabs an animatronic, like boa constrictor head on like a backlot tour somewhere. I could be conflating that, but I'm pretty sure that's what happened. What? Okay, who plays the working class waitress in Arthur? And I assume the first Arthur, not the Russell Brand Arthur. Who plays the working class waitress in Arthur?
It's banned.
Australia. Huh. I never saw the first Arthur, nor did I see the second Arthur. Bingo! Jameson got it. It is Liza Minnelli.
Nice.
Wow. Oh, God.
Arthur the Aardvark? Yeah, all I thought was the cartoon Arthur. I have never seen Arthur.
There are some names that you can only attach to so many, because there are how many properties out there. Like, I know Arthur the Aardvark and Arthur German. And no one knows Arthur German. Buckle up, people, because you're going to love this one. What 1990 film earned Kevin Costner an Oscar for Best Director? I've seen this movie so many times, I can't tell you. I can't believe it got him an Oscar.
Allison said she just spent 15 seconds staring at that bearded dragon.
Oh, you like that?
Not knowing if it was real or not.
Not real.
All these.
Borat. Dances with Wolves is the correct answer. So it looks like Ryan Maxwell is picking himself up some more points.
Okay, because my chat just went like.
That was one of those movies that I had. Like, if you were in this sweet spot, 'cause I don't think it happens anymore or will ever again, but like if you had something on VHS back when those were still expensive and everything, like you watched the shit out of it, and we had Dances with Wolves, and so I've seen that movie so much. Oh my God.
Borat.
Like when the guy stands up and he folds up Kevin Costner's paper like a million times, and he's like, "I've just pissed my pants. There's nothing you can do about it. Nothing anyone can do about it."
Allison, I don't know any of these answers to these questions, so don't feel left out because I am in the same boat.
The Tonka. Yes, the buffalo. Ryan knows what I'm talking about. You guys don't know shit. You guys are the people who deny pineapple on pizza. In what state does the movie The Birds take place? In what state does the movie The Birds take place? Speaking of Australian movies, Quigley Down Under, a good Australian movie. Tom Selleck. God damn it. Oh, God. What's her name? She plays Maya in Just Shoot Me.
I don't know.
She was
but
the friend.
Are you reading the answer?
I am. No one's gotten it yet. She's the friend of Julia Roberts in Pretty Woman. No one's getting the answer. The Birds. Where does it take place? Not The Burbs. No, sorry, The Birds. Alfred Hitchcock. The Birds. But if you were answering for The Burbs, I can see that.
Is it? It's not Connecticut?
No. Nobody is getting it. Bingo! Actually, Ryan finally got it. It is California. It happens in California. Oddly enough, that's where all of the Birdemic movies happen.
Matt said Cali way at the beginning.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he was the first person to answer and said California. He
All
said
right,
Cali.
sorry. Sorry, yeah, Matt gets it. It's California. I was looking for a longer... Here's the thing. Don't phone in your answers, people.
I got you, Matt.
I'm getting more and more lax as my wine level goes down, so don't...
Hold on, and don't go yet, because now I have to do Matt's math.
Hurry, guys. Okay, hurry. All right, everybody. Buckle up, because math is happening.
Okay.
Hip to the California lingo. Where are you going, a Burger King Kids Club commercial?
I studied it at school.
You crazy people.
N-
Wait, what?
Nothing. Okay, I did my math. My math is done.
All right. In what film did Jack Nicholson portray the devil? In what film did Jack Nicholson portray the devil? I enjoyed him in the movie Wolf. It was a little underwhelming because I wanted, the young me wanted to see like a Wolfman movie, and now just like Jack Nicholson sometimes being a wolf. Yes, it is the Witches of Eastwick. Never saw that, but hey, he was in it. That was a blind answer. Hey, it was close. I mean, anything with Jack Nicholson in it is going to be big. However, I don't think he plays the devil in The Shining.
Management.
Or anger management.
I studied the birds at school. Oh. Matt studied the birds at school.
Oh. I mean, here's the thing. Everybody finds penises everywhere, Matt, right? Like it's
the Little Mermaid Castle.
It's on the cover of Disney movies and in Disney movies and like on the minds of everyone at a baseball stadium and on the man's mind every 7 seconds. It's like, okay, let's get over it.
Allison says, if I get one question right, can you do the rest of the stream in that devil mask, please?
That's not a devil mask. That's El Toro Loco.
Yeah, he's a monster truck.
It would cover my... If it were like one of my Jason masks where I had one of the mouthpieces cut out, but I'd be screaming in my own face. I might be able to modify it, so we'll talk later. All right, buckle up, people. This Oscar-winning Best Picture in 1992 also earned a Best Director Oscar for Clint Eastwood. What is it?
I'm uncultured.
No, Toro Loco! The Oscar-winning Best Picture in 1992 also earned the Best Director Oscar for Clint Eastwood. Gran Torino was way later. It was, in fact, Unforgiven. I think Gran Torino was like in the early or mid-2000s. Unforgiven, great movie. Gene Hackman, Morgan Freeman. One of the best, like, latter-day, like, Eastwood is not a Seagal, whereas, like, Eastwood... I wouldn't say has gotten better with age, but he's remained consistent, at least. He's always turned in great performances where it's like, Seagal.
Julia says, if Tales from FFOP Past have taught me anything, King Kong is nothing but phallic symbols.
They're everywhere, right? Like, let's just get over it, people. I mean, there's penises everywhere. Just accept it. They're in movies and on TV. All right. In The Shawshank Redemption, Tim Robbins burrows an escape hole behind what object in his cell? It's been parodied 1 billion times, so just pull one of them. But,
whoever can type fastest.
Yeah, typing test. He burrows. Bingo, Julia, a poster, obviously, because what's his nuts? The warden comes in, he's all angry, he's throwing his chess pieces around. And I forget who's up there at the time.
Toilet.
Not Adrian Barbeau. A toilet.
A toilet.
Did you check the toilet?
Did you check the toilet? Do you have that? Oh, you don't have it on there.
Who is on that? It's like from 10 million BC or whatever. Foxy Britches. Yeah, what's her name? Oh, it's a Raquel Welch. Was it Raquel Welch? Maybe it was.
But Julia got it before your answer. Julia was the first comment, Ryan.
Yeah, so, sorry about it.
This is the 10th question that you're
Whoa!
going to ask.
All right, then I better pick a good one. Yeah, this is one of my favorites because there's I'll talk about it in a second. What 1958 horror film was Steve McQueen leading teenagers to save a small town from being eaten up by stuff from outer space? Damn, that's a word salad. What 1958 horror film? Yeah, bingo, Ryan, you got it. Obviously, it's The Blob. It wasn't Cars, but isn't that weird?
Let's talk about Cars.
Steve McQueen, right? His racing legacy and all his racing movies lend a heavy influence to the movie Cars that was directed by what's his nuts? Ratzenberger, right? Not Ratzenberger. Who's the guy who he did Cars and he left?
I don't know.
God dang it.
Good job.
He did the stuff with Miyazaki too, like Spirited Away. Lasseter, yes, John Lasseter. Thank you so much. Give Ryan Maxwell a point for that. He was the only one who helped me.
Okay.
Just a single point.
Okay, so now that was the end of round 3.
Okay.
Do you want to know the scores?
Check it in, see what we got.
Ryan has 37.
Hot damn, Ryan.
Kayla has 16.
Okay.
Jameson has 11. Matt has 8.7. Julia has 5. Tony has 1.
Whew, man, Tony. Are you awake? All right, round 4. We're going to make the 37 in a row. In a row?
A row?
My girlfriend sucked 37 dicks.
What are we doing point-wise?
Round 4, we're doing 10 points a pop. 10 points. I didn't know it was that high. Yeah, hey, Jameson, here's the thing. As the points go up with each round, it is possibly
You've
anybody's
probably
game,
answered
but let's be real about some of you, right?
4 questions. I think you've probably answered 4 questions right if I'm doing my math right.
Don't worry about the math. Here we go. Yes. Read that one. Good. Great. Johnny Depp starred in what movie biography of a man who has been called the worst director of all time?
Allison, I can't do salmon rules. I can't do that kind of math. I don't have an
it's just
AI
the last
bot.
person who answers wins. Not like there'd be a little bit of...
Right. Yeah, that too.
You know what I mean? Bingo. Ed Wood is correct. You got it. Ryan Maxwell, Ed Wood, Tor Johnson, Do My Toes. Why? It's perfect. It's perfect. Great. Great stuff. Never even seen that movie, but I can quote lines from it because it's one of those ones like Citizen Kane or whatever. If you've seen The Simpsons, you've probably seen half of the Criterion collection.
Tony said I'm baking some double-priced beard oil.
How? Baking it? Double price? I take back everything I said. It's making a price and a half, at least. I know it's the holidays. Give me a break. All right. What does someone accidentally drop into a public swimming pool in the movie Caddyshack? I feel like this is an easy one for people out there. Elephant Man is a fantastic movie, if that's what you're saying, Ryan. Obviously you're not. Turd does not drop a turd, does not drop a Snickers. Someone does drop a Baby Ruth. Bingo, Ryan Maxwell. They think it's a turd, Allison. It's a Baby Ruth. Luckily they didn't drop a Payday because that just looks like a salty peanut nightmare, right? Oh my God. If you ever are like in that age of, this must happen to kids all the time where you go, Payday, Baby Ruth. They're both covered in peanuts, but one's like good and one's like a salty nightmare. And you go, God damn it.
Slams fist. Allison slamming her fist on the table.
What movie has spawned the most sequels? Come on. What movie has spawned the most sequels? I'll take Fast and the Furious. No, that is incorrect. It is not Saw. It is not Star Wars. It is not Halloween. This is going to blow your guys' mind. Oh, Jameson got it. Ironically, it is Jameson Bond. Or Dr. No, because that was the first James Bond movie. But yeah, they're up to like late 20-somethings in episodes. crazy stuff, guys.
Wow.
And here's the thing. I'm a Roger Moore fan. I realize everybody is, that's probably a divisive thing to say because we've got like Daniel Craig and a bunch of other like really great ones to choose from. Roger Moore just did it for me. Great stuff.
What in the great hell?
Jesus Christ. All right. What two actors star as commanders in Crimson Tide? What two actors star as commanders in Crimson Tide? They're 33 and a third Naked Guns. That is correct. I saw them all. The O.J. Simpson ones don't age well. Or his pieces don't. That's half of it, Matt. You're confusing Red Dawn, I think, Kayla. Sean Connery is not
Is
in...
Tommy Lee Jones the other one? Denzel Washington and Tommy Lee Jones? Okay.
It's Jameson, I guess. Let's give half to Jameson and half to... half to Matt. Because it was Denzel and Gene Hackman. So 5 points apiece. It shouldn't be that hard. We were just doing 5 points.
I know. Now I have to...
RuPaul and Walter Matthau. Father, son. I would like to see Gene Hackman and Gene Wilder together in a movie. No, that'd be awful.
Fuck.
Nah, don't care about any of those.
Don't even acknowledge my answers if they are that blatantly wrong.
I mean, do I have to acknowledge every wrong answer that everybody gives me, Allison? Because I'll
just happy
take
to be
yours
here.
out. I think it'll be funny. All right, what problem are all three friends in City Slickers experiencing when they take a cowboy vacation? What problem are all three friends in City Slickers experiencing when they take a cowboy vacation? It's not wife troubles. Bingo, Ryan. We'll call that. It's a midlife crisis. No, Billy Crystal and what is his name? He was not Joe Pesci in the Wet Bandits. But yeah, midlife crisis. Ryan Maxwell, you got it. This is after Harry met Sally and all that other crazy stuff. Bill Scene. What the? Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah, Daniel Stern, thank you. And what's his name? Jack Palance is in it. And like, what a, I don't know, what a waste. And then like the search for Curly's gold, when they bring back Jack Palance as like his own twin brother, it's like the laziest fucking shit. In what film do Dennis Hopper and Peter Fonda teach Jack Nicholson how to inhale marijuana? In what film do Dennis Hopper and Peter Fonda teach Jack Nicholson how to inhale marijuana? Bingo, it is Easy Rider, Jameson. They get on that bike. There's like a spiritual sequel to Easy Rider out there, like put up and like a lawyer or something put the bill up for it. I wish I could remember what the name of it was because it's hilariously bad. And he like rides the same motorcycle. It's like Jeff Fahey's in it. If you know it, let me know. But it's like hilariously bad.
Get your motor running.
Oh man, they were headed out on the highway. It was Three Ninjas Kickback. I don't like any of those. So good news. Moving on. I don't know. This is easy. Who invades the Earth in the 1953 science fiction thriller War of the Worlds? Who invades Earth in the 1953 science fiction thriller War of the Worlds? Who are they? What do they want? I don't necessarily need that part, but who are they? They are the Martians, Ryan. Ryan Maxwell. Martians. They're always coming from Mars. Mars attacked. Speaking of Jack Nicholson, right? Star-studded cast. The Elephant Men.
Elephant Men.
The
Ooh.
Triffids. Yes, Attack of the Triffids. One of my favorite sci-fi properties. Holy shit. like the book was great, and the 2 or 3 adaptations I've seen of it are really good. But like, I think a couple of them were like the BBC production versions of it. Super good. Attack of the Triffids, people.
Morons from outer space.
Day of the Triffids, that's right. Yeah, because everybody goes blind. Anyway, we'll talk about the Triffids later. Who is coming into everyone's dreams in Nightmare on Elm Street?
Who can type the fastest?
Who's coming into everyone's dreams? I'm not a Doctor Who fan.
No.
Bingo, Freddy Krueger. I am aware of that property. I've seen all the Doctor Who's in various old movies. Not a fan.
Oh, sorry, Allison.
Do you guys remember when Johnny Depp got killed and it's that fountain of blood that comes up from his bed? Freaking crazy, guys.
Lord Armstrong.
It was Lorne Armstrong. Yeah. I've got to find... Okay, everybody, on this next question, let me find an easy one and give Allison the count of 10 before you start answering. Okay? That's how we'll make it easy. Let me find one that she'll probably know. Okay, Allison. In the movie Seven, what does 7 stand for? In the movie Seven, what does 7 stand for? It's not raising Arizona, Jameson. That's not the gentlemanly thing we do around here. We let the lady answer first. Ghost!
I've never seen 7.
Are you fucking kidding me? All right, everybody, answer, because, like, hello, what? 7! Think hard, Allison.
Everyone
Yes!
waited to.
Ah! Tony with the sins, right? Oh my, yeah, Here's the thing. How am I supposed to cut you slack when I give you enough rope to hang an army and then you just wrap it around yourself and throw yourself off a cliff? 7 deadly sins. Hello. Yeah. Brad Pitt? Anyway. Maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah, I've never seen 7, so I don't know what it was about.
You people. In Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
This is the 10th question, by the way, for this round.
This is the 10th question, by the way. In Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, the miniaturized children take a water ride in what? In Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, the miniaturized children take a water ride in what? This is kind of a misleadingly worded question. I'm going to give it to Rod. It is a bowl of Cheerios. So we'll give it, yeah, it's a bowl of Cheerios. I thought they were going to totally be referring to riding down that blade of grass, and I think they meet the baby ant. And how heartbreaking isn't it? Like, when that scorpion shows up and kills the only thing that's been protecting them the entire time, broke my damn child heart. Like, worse than Old Yeller. Like, holy shit. Like, it's just, like, whatever. You know, insects are one of the furthest things from human anatomy. That's why people have so many fears about them. But, like, one ant dying was worse than 1,000,000 dogs to me. One of the, to this day, brings tears to my eyes.
Do we want to do quiz the highest scores?
Let's look at those scores.
Ryan has 87 points.
Hot damn!
Jameson has 36. Kayla has 16. Matt has 15.95. Tony has 11. Rod has 10. Julia has 5.
All right, that's... Whew, what a gap.
Oh, the second you said that movie, she had Allison had ant typed up.
Yeah, the ant is that's the worst part. Wait, so what? There is a reboot coming out, or what's going on with that? I didn't read that quite right.
I'm still mad the reboot where Nick Moranis was
canceled.
finally going to come out. Yeah. got
Right.
canceled.
Yeah. Rick Moranis is one of those guys where like he just left to like raise his kids, and you can't really be mad at him for it, right? Because his wife died of cancer or something.
Oh, Matt's giving Allison his points. Okay. Well, it's up to.
Right. That's fine. At this point, like whatever. It's like, you know, what does Bill Gates care if like two people on the street hand each other $1, right? Like, we got 87 up on the board with Ryan Maxwell there.
Hey, I already
However-
changed it, Allison, so it's done.
Yeah, already been removed from. Yeah, even if Matt was against it, we would have done it anyway.
But I'm not giving you the Australian conversion numbering if you get any more right.
I mean, you'd have to, right? You just can't. All right. How many sequels follow the original Police Academy? How many sequels follow the original Police Academy? Here's the thing. It's 5 after the original.
The answer's 5, then.
But in parenthetical on the answer, it also says 6. It says 5 sequels, 6 total. So I'm of 2 minds. How many sequels follow? No, it's clearly stated in the answer. Kayla gets the points. 5 it is.
So how many points are we doing for this round?
37 points. 37 points apiece, people. All these questions are weirdly worded, so I do apologize. What? Oh, maybe as of this card, there might have been, because again, Craig T. Nelson was on TV during the printing of this card, so cannot vouch for it temporally. I'm reading a card, Allison. This is a game show. I think if what's his name, David Rubrick on Supermarket Sweep, were just like, you know, searching his head and being like, oh, I don't know, like which of these products is under $2? Answer now or forever hold your peace. This is a professional ass shit. Come on, man. Who plays the pathetic boxer in Pulp Fiction? Who plays the pathetic boxer in Pulp Fiction? Come on, everybody's got to know this. Everybody knows Pulp Fiction, right? Pathetic boxer? Bingo, Willis. Oh, God, what's his name? Wesley Willis. Kayla got it right. It was Wesley. No, I'm just kidding. It is Bruce Willis, obviously. Yeah, Willis. Okay, we'll do this one. Whoopi Goldberg won an award for Best Supporting Actress for her role as a psychic in what 1990 film? Ghost is right. And I'm sure when I said Whoopi Goldberg, I feel like Jameson started typing Ghost, which was the answer, much like the mask from Matt earlier. Oh, man. Well, see, you know, that's Sister Act, but that was a good guess, too. Debbie Does Dallas. I mean, where do you even get those movies anymore? They're probably all lost to VHS, because did they make the jump to DVD, let alone Blu-ray? Yikes, people. Okay. Which of the men in Three Men and a Baby is the actual father of the baby? I'll take character name or actor name. Which of the men in Three Men and a Baby is the actual father of the baby?
Gutenberg.
Not Gutenberg. Jameson got it. It was Ted Danson. There's only 3, so I mean, we'd have to get it eventually. Yeah, it was Ted Danson, also known as Jack in the movie. But yeah, Gutenberg, Selleck, and Danson all raising a kid. Then it was 3 men and a little lady. Gimmicks. Huh. Nah, I'm not going to read that one because it's an obnoxious pronunciation that I won't be able to stop myself.
My 3 dads.
My 3 dads. Oh, yes. Buckle up, you mother. This is one of my favorite movies. Name 2 of the actresses who work 9 to 5 in the movie of the same title. 3 possible. I need you to give me 2 of them. Name 2 of the actresses who work 9 to 5 in the movie of the same title. What a great movie. Haven't seen it in years. Still love it. Gonna watch it. Dolly Parton and Jane Fonda are 2 of the 3. Ding, ding, ding. The other one being Lily Tomlin. Obviously. They get high on Maui Wowie in, I think it's Jane Fonda's living room. Lily Tomlin supplies the weed. They tie the boss up in his bedroom with a garage door opener. Like they go to the hardware store, like they tie him up to his bed. It's a hilarious movie. They kidnap the boss. They tie him to his bed and like, we got to think of a better way to do this. So they put him in like a whole bunch of S&M gear and like get him like on a metal cable to a garage door opener. So anytime he gets feisty, they push the button and he gets sucked up to the ceiling.
Fun fact, when I was little...
Dabney Coleman, yes, thank you. Hilarious.
When I was little, I don't know, 3 or 4 or something, I held on to the garage door and the garage door went up and my mom was freaking out because I was just holding on to it, hanging on.
Because why would you do that?
I was little. But who opened the garage door with me standing there? Why would you open? It was a standalone garage door. Whoever was there would have seen me standing there holding onto the garage door and they're opening it.
You to like, as it's going up for you to be like, yep, now it's time to ride it up. Like if I saw our kid next to the garage door, my first inclination would be like, no, I'm not going to open it because he's going to ride that mother. No. Ridiculous. Current television talk show... Yeah, here we go. Current television talk show host Ricky Lake starred in this off-the-wall comedy as Tracy Turnblad. Hey, we share a similar last name.
Yeah, Ricky Lake is probably still...
She's not on a talk show anymore.
Oh.
Hairsprat is correct. Tracy Turnblad, Hairsprat.
Whoever had the life insurance policy on you? Oh, maybe.
At that age, like Gerber would have given you like $10,000. It's not worth it.
In $1988.
Yeah, and then it probably, because that's the thing, you had to work up to 10 grand. You'd probably get like 3. That's not worth it at all.
Man, I ran to my phone house and said,
you people. Okay, here we go. What actress plays Kitty Kiernan, the woman in love with 2 men in Michael Collins? What actress plays Kitty Kiernan, the woman in love with 2 men in Michael Collins? That one might be too hard because I don't know it. But then I don't know much. So, bad judge. But Chuggington, a good one. But no, yeah, this is Julia Roberts, Rod. You got it. Julia Roberts, Irish lady.
Irish. Fox Mulder enters the building. So we started rewatching the X-Files again.
She was in King Kong? Are you talking about Jessica Lange from the 70s King Kong? Because talk about, bucket list of, bucket bang list. Anyway, what?
Bucket bang list?
Yeah, if I were the age I am now and I got in a time machine and traveled back to the 70s to bang a 70s era of Jessica Lange, I would do it. I wouldn't even ask your permission for it.
All right.
Great boobs. I was going to say movie, but I'm not. You know what? It's Jessica Lange. What were you saying?
I don't remember. You started talking about going back in time.
I mean, you guys saw that, right? The 70s King Kong where, like, they get him all drugged up and, like, Jessica Lange gets drugged up somehow by, like, he gets breathed. Like, he drinks this, whatever.
Oh, I was saying we started rewatching X-Files because I saw Fox Mulder entered the chat.
Oh, welcome, Fox Mulder. Love your work. All those aliens. The Chupacabra, one of my favorites. One of my favorites.
It's crazy rewatching it because I know obviously it's like an older show and it's not real, but I can't help but get choked up during some of the episodes, even though like I know Fox doesn't die or like Scully doesn't die or whatever.
Yeah, they have reboots.
They do?
Yeah, they brought it back, and then there's like 2 or 3 movies. Like one Latter Day movie was like released like 14 seconds ago.
I like David Duchovny.
Listen to this. Which Bing Crosby and Bob Hope road movie was their first? My personal favorite, I'll tell you after somebody answers. But they did many road to blank movies. Bob Hope and Bing Crosby. Their first was their road to where? Bali is incorrect. Morocco is incorrect. However, thanks for bringing that up. My favorite. Road to Morocco, personal favorite. Not Bali or Morocco, though. Pulp Fiction, The Road to Cornville, The Road to Ruins. The Road to Cornville's pretty funny.
Yeah. Road
to Nowhere, theme for the Talking Heads. I am sorry, people. Time is up because it's the Road to Singapore. Singapore. In The Road to Morocco, one of my favorites. I'm a sucker for like old timey, like 1940s fast talking, everybody's clean movies. That's one of them. But the Thin Man series too, one of the best. Myrtle Loy and what's his face? I can't remember his name. He plays the Thin Man. Old timey noir detective shit. I love detective stories too, and those are some of the best. All right, people. In Honeymoon in Vegas, what does Nicolas Cage lose to James Caan in a poker game?
The road to Singapore is a bridge from Malaysia. Fun fact.
I'll be damned. I am a Jack Benny fan. And as far as like, you know, I don't listen much anymore, but there you go. In Jameson.
What was the question?
Who else answers? In Honeymoon in Vegas, what does Nicolas Cage lose to James Caan in a poker game?
His virginity.
And since it is Honeymoon in Vegas, this answer is confusing. So if I'm wrong, I'll give it to you. Okay, I'll just give it to you. You can say wife, fiance. It says girlfriend on the back, but it's Honeymoon in Vegas. I haven't seen the movie, but...
I mean, honeymoon would imply that they were married.
Right, I feel like we were dancing around the truth. Sorry, Ryan, even though you said girlfriend, I'm going to give it to Jameson because he covered the other, you know, close related.
Okay, so
female.
hold on. I got to do my math.
I know you said girlfriend, Ryan. 184.
Okay, so this is going to be the 10th question that you're going to say. And also, I keep wanting to bring it up, but now that you mentioned Nicolas Cage, it reminded me again. Have you guys seen, oh my God, what the hell is the movie that we just watched with Dracula as him? Renfield. Has anybody seen that? It was good.
Really
I
good
like
up
it.
until the third act. Like, it felt nice and light and fun up until, like, everything had to get serious and it kind of brought it down a bit. But by and large, yeah, everybody was doing great. I think Nicolas Cage did a great job.
I liked it, and I think I liked it more because Nicolas Cage wasn't the main character. That probably was why I liked it the most.
We also just saw something else too, finally. Kong Skull Island, maybe, but there's something else too that I felt like was worthy of talking about. But yeah, Renfield was... I mean, I don't feel like I'll ever have to watch it again, but I get it. Like, it was good while it lasted. But probably not one I'll go back to. Anywho. Not like the Monster Squad, am I right, folks? Wolfmans, Godnards. Here we go.
This is the 10th question for this round.
In Rudy, the title character dreams of playing football for what school? You're welcome. In Rudy, he dreams of playing football for what school? Ryan Maxwell, you got it. Bingo.
Notre Dame.
Notre Dame with the hunchback and the gargoyles and everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where are we at? Cornville High.
All right. Jameson has 184.
Whoa.
Ryan has 161.
Whoa.
Kayla has 90.
Whoa.
Rod has 47. Allison has 15.95. Tony has 11. And Julia has 5.
Oh, man. That's good stuff, people.
I don't know how much more math I can handle.
So we'll just do one more round.
Let's just do 50 points.
50 points a pop. Can you cash in? Well, I mean, we don't... Here's the thing. Like, the prize desk isn't fully stocked yet, so you're basically just going to get like a grip of those Tootsie Roll Sniglets.
Sniglets.
Or I can give you those clear rubber ninjas. They come in 6 different colors, and I think there's 12 varieties because each color has 2 different poses. We'll talk about it later. All right, people.
You have to pay shipping and handling.
Ooh, I love this movie, and I call people this all the time. But in the movie Chud, what do the letters stand for?
Ninja Sniglets.
All right, God damn it. I'll be like
It's true. He does
17 Ninja Sniglets.
call people a chud.
I love
quite a lot.
calling people chuds, but in the movie Chud, what do the letters stand for? This is also a great movie. It stands in my mind along the stuff in that sort of... There you go. Cannibalistic... I mean, I'll give it to you. It's cannibalistic humanoid underground dwellers
It's the
because they're
same
not
fucking thing.
No, a human is not a humanoid. Talk to Star Trek. Humanoids and humans are not the same thing, people, just so you know. However, carnival humanoid underground dweller, not bad. Those are the people who live in was it Judge Dredd or Demolition Man? They live under the city and eat the rat burgers with Jack Black.
Yeah.
I think it was Demolition Man. All right. Who wrote, directed, produced, and starred in the legendary movie Citizen Kane? Citizen Kane. Who did all that? Who did it?
Simpsons did it.
Muriel Hemingway. Orson Welles, shouts Ryan Maxwell. That is correct. It was Orson Welles. I feel like everybody knows that, right? Krista doesn't. Michael Caine. Michael Caine. Yeah, everybody knows that.
I've never seen Citizen Kane, so
I haven't either, but I know that he did all those things.
I do not.
Ay, ay, ay. Here's a classic. In what film does Marlon Brando utter his famous phrase, Stella! Stella!
Utter under his breath.
Utter. He's uttering Stella, Marlon Brando. What movie does that happen? Bingo, a streetcar named Desire or a streetcar named Marge. It's where she, you've all seen that episode. Because that's when Ned has to go, Stella, little old Stanley me. You know what I mean? Vern?
Burn. You see the movie RKO, a dramatic retelling of Making Citizen Kane.
I watched Canon, the Canon documentary, and I watched Best Worst Movie. I feel like that's got me where I need to be. Like the making, like the rise and fall of Canon Pictures. I feel like I'm covered as far as like filmography goes. Who appeared in every one of Alfred Hitchcock's films? Who appeared in every one of Alfred Hitchcock's films? This is like Sam Raimi's movies with his car, the 77 Oldsmobile or something. Alfred Hitchcock had someone. Yes, it was Alfred Hitchcock, Ryan. He was in every one of his movies.
Wow.
Bingo. I love it in one of my favorite movies, obviously, is Psycho. When you see him crossing the street, like it's almost like back then. I'm sure it wouldn't be distracting, but nowadays when you watch those movies and you see him there, you're like, wow! It pulls you right out of. Even when it's like Jimmy Stewart and Perry Mason fighting, like that can't distract you. Isn't a documentary? Oh, a fictional retelling. Oh man, I'm confused.
That Canon documentary is required viewing. Electric Boogaloo.
Yes, Electric Boogaloo. It was so good. And but whatever. Have your opinions about Orion or Lionsgate or all those crappy studios like Canon. But Canon was the one who gave us the Death Wish series, 1 through 5. All those Chuck Norris movies. Like if you grew up on like B grade action, it's like Canon's back you're living off of. Okay. Macaulay Culkin's family is headed where when they realize he's missing in Home Alone? Yeah, the He-Man movie. They call it Master of the Universe, but you get it. Bloodsport. Oh, yeah, Over the Top. All Canon classics. Macaulay Culkin Where was his family going? Paris is correct, Ryan. You nailed it. Kevin! They just did. I don't know if this is in poor taste or not, but the mom was like in a Macy's commercial or something, and she's like, Kevin! And she's looking for Kevin Hart.
Oh,
And
like
it kind
a
of just
comedian?
makes you, it kind of just makes you want to see Macaulay Culkin or John Candy, but you're stuck with Kevin Hart.
I'm so glad that Macaulay Culkin doesn't look like total shit anymore.
Yeah, everybody loves a comeback story, and he's,
He
thank
looks
God
good
for
now.
that.
I mean, just seeing him on Red Letter Media, at least.
All right. What actress was nominated for Best Actress for her role opposite Robert De Niro in Casino? Catherine O'Hara.
Is that the mom from...
Yes, thank you. From Beetlejuice 2. Also. It was Sharon Stone. Also from those classic, and maybe you've caught them on the other channel that I'm on, Scott Vaughn's Raiders of the Lost Genre, where it's the King Solomon's Mine and like the Diamond City of Gold or shit. What's his name? What's the guy's name? Not Richard Chamberlain, the character. The character of Alan Quartermain, City of Gold or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Also Beetlejuice 2.
Alien with Richard Chamberlain.
Alan?
Sorry.
All right, so how many we have left?
1, 2, 3, 4. We have 3 more.
0. That's it?
Yeah, we've done 7 questions.
Oh, man, I'm going to find some good ones then. Hold on, people. We get 3 left. I'm going to find answers that I like. or
While
at
you're
least-
doing that, I'll read the scores right now. Currently, the score is Ryan in the lead with 361, Jameson with 234, Kayla with 140, Rod with 47, Allison with 15.95, Tony with 11, and Julia with 5.
All right, it's an easy one, so buckle up. A cop is trapped inside a high-rise with a team of desperate terrorists. What 1988 movie storyline is this? I'm not even going to repeat the question. Just right. Yeah, there you go. Bingo. Die Hard. Ryan Maxwell. Same as The Battery. You nailed it, people. Energizer. Second to last.
Hold on. Doing math. Okay.
What 1993 film starring Janine Turner and John Lithgow on a mountaintop was nominated for its visual effects? It's funny they say Janine Turner and John Lithgow instead of the main guy. But who
Would it give it away?
What movie is that, people? John Lithgow and Janine Turner. Cliffhanger, yes. Well, it's Sylvester Stallone, but I guess if you put that in there, they'd be like, hello. But yeah, Cliffhanger. There's some people out there, Buckaroo Banzai. Some people out there who can play good comedic parts and villains, and John Lithgow is a heavy hitter in that arena.
2 more.
It's not a 2 more. All right. In that case, okay. Yeah, you guys are going to love this one. What planet do astronauts land on in Planet of the Apes? What planet did those astronauts land on in Planet of the Apes? It was Arth.
Earth.
It was Earth. It was Earth all along.
Earth.
It was not Uranus, as Allison was hoping. Oh.
This is the last question for all the marbles, and
This one's super hard. You're not going to get it, so it'll dry out the game.
well,
Because it's like a sentence you're going to have to answer.
okay.
Where is the Santa Claus scene in The Santa Claus? And what does it say? Where is the Santa Claus scene in The Santa Claus? And what does it say?
Like the Santa
North
Claus with Tim
Pole?
Allen?
Yes, the Santa Claus with Tim Allen.
I love that movie so much.
Don't like it. Politically correct name is your rectum. The
Tree fitty.
Nobody's going to get this. At least not the second half. Where's the Santa Claus written and what does it say?
That's not what the question was.
Where is the Santa Claus seen? AKA, where is it written? And what does it say? It wasn't the stuff you needed a magnifying glass to read. It was straight up.
I gotcha, bitch.
Oh my God.
I don't think anyone's going to get it.
No, nobody's going to get it. It's Santa Claus is located on Santa's calling card, and it requests that the bearer take over Santa's role.
Yep. That's why he gets the suit on the ground and the whole thing.
People, come on!
He grows the beard.
It's written on a tramp stamp, and it fills in on Tim Toolman Taylor's lower back. This might be a little high society for you guys. A little high dead poet society. Robin Williams urges his students to do what in Dead Poet Society? What does he urge his students to do in Dead Poet Society?
Put on the suit. The ranger will know what to do. Yeah. I love that movie.
It does not hold a candle to Ernest Saves Christmas. Not tear out the page, not question authority, and not be independent. Yeah, you make a strong case, Elsa. You didn't earn anything to begin with, so why not earn more? I don't have a defense against
Oh,
that.
Captain.
Stand on desk. No, it is not stand on desk.
Captain, my captain.
That might be from this movie.
It is. They stand on the desk and they say, "Oh, Captain, my captain." And
right, but what is he telling him to do? I guess all the time. If I gotta say it, the game's just gonna be longer, people. And you know what that means. I'll have to read more questions. It's been too long since you've seen. Okay, carpe diem, or seize the day if you don't speak Latin. Which I'm sure you don't, you Philistines. Okay. Groundhog Day and Caddyshack, which both starred Bill Murray, were directed by whom?
Allison, I never saw an Ernest movie until recently.
God damn it, you people. If you do nothing else in 2023, watch, it is Harold Ramis, watch Ernest Saves Christmas. I guarantee you can probably find it on YouTube somewhere for free. It's probably out there somewhere for free. Ernest Saves Christmas is one of the most heartwarming Christmas movies you'll ever see. Ernest Goes to Camp is a stark page out of the Book of Reality, and Ernest Goes to Jail is nigh a horror movie.
I've never seen Ernest Goes the Christmas one.
You have to watch the trilogy, Jameson. You cannot just stop with Camp. You have to watch Camp, Jail, and Christmas. No,
Camp
sorry.
bummed me out.
You need 4. Maybe... No, you can't skip Jail. You can't skip Camp. So you need... The essentials for Ernest are Camp, Jail, Christmas, Scared Stupid.
The only, my favorite part of the Ernest Goes to Camp movie is the goddamn golf cart that just randomly rides by itself around the whole place.
That movie is funny, and that golf cart is a hilarious running gag.
Well, we're done. It's over.
Oh.
Brian Maxwell got the last one right.
Hooray! Ryan Maxwell. Let's see what those scores are.
Ryan wins it with 511 points.
Hot damn.
Jameson comes in.
The Badger scene is pretty funny as well. Also, the fire ants is pretty funny. All the physical when he's doing the work on the sign, right? And even though it's only a 3-foot sign, it's forced perspective. Every time he falls off that shit, it's funny, and everybody walks up and goes, "What happened to Ernest?" And the old Indian guy goes and says whatever he says, and he goes, "Well, he fell off the thing." He goes, "Oh, as long as nobody got hurt." The camp counselor, that guy, gives him the job. With the bad kids.
So Ryan has 511 points. Jameson has 284. Kayla has 140. Rod has 47. Allison has 15.95. Tony has 11. Julia has 5.
Hey, a day doesn't go by without me mentioning eggs erroneous, Jameson, so I'm right there with you, my friend. So good news, Ryan Maxwell's name is not coming down, and he will be graced with the aforementioned Black Belt Jones sticker as a coveted prize. On the bottom it says here, man, you come right out of a comic book. Black Belt Jones. Woof. Well, thank you so much for showing up, guys, and participating. If you're watching in the past, like I watched Supermarket Sweep, hello from the...
Hello.
Or no, you'll be watching in the future from here, which will be your present.
So
Flux
hi anyway.
capacitors.
Hello.
Anyway,
Welcome.
that's it.
Goodbye.
Ryan Maxwell, you are the winner. Your name will remain up there over the holiday weekend. And we probably won't see you for a little while because, Thanksgiving, we're taking the long break. Maybe next Wednesday, and then next Friday after that, something's going down. Possibly, I'll keep you updated. But
Yeah, we won't be here.
moral of the story is, Ryan, you are our winner. Thank you all for showing up and playing. I appreciate it. Hope we have lightened the mood because I know for some of us, holidays mean family, and family means like stress, right?
I'm a little bummed out this Thanksgiving, but
I'm
that's
so
just me.
glad. Here's the no matter how much you love your family and how much like you become that frog in the boiler, or like it doesn't actually boil you, and you just sort of warm up, and by the end of the day it's okay. Like the day before and everything leading up to it is a pain in the ass, and it's just whatever. You don't even have to observe Thanksgiving. You got a day off work probably. Don't eat the turkey. I don't care. We'll have enchiladas sometimes because that's
We're having a charcuterie board tomorrow because it's just us.
play it loose, people. So celebrate however you do and do whatever you want. I appreciate every minute you spent with us here. So
Allison's a total Grinch, she said.
I'm a Grinch when it comes to holidays that don't involve candy or presents. And even then, Christmas, it starts wearing thin, people. We have 6 Christmas trees in our house. You can't see the one in the studio. It's over there. But there's a lot of Christmas trees in this house.
1, 2, 3, 4. We only have 4.
There's probably a couple more hiding. I can't see.
There's one outside.
Anyway, people, that's what outside. So that one counts. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
For the try to
Fistful of Podcasts Radio.